ladies and gentlemen, and as always, thank you for watching. Today we have yet another casualty of the recent storms that we've had. Have an empty box trailer rolled over. They say it's empty anyway. Nobody injured, just laying on its side, needs a little lift. Here Oscar and I go. Hi, Oscar. We'll get her done. Okay, there's our casualty, laying on its side. We'll get out here in a second and check the status of it, look for any possible issues. Go from there. Okay. I'm going to spray just in case. And on the weed side. Because as I've stated, ticks and chiggers absolutely love me. Oscar, want some? All right, air ride. So if we do decide to spike the axles, we'll have to chain the axle to the frame, whichever axle we go off of, so you don't pull the bags out. All right, it is swing doors. Sounds empty. Is empty, except for a ramp right here on the side. Okay, so verified it's empty. And if the doors are shut, you leave the doors shut to help maintain the integrity of the box.
Slid a little bit.
Yep, she slid a little bit whenever she came down. Don't see any buckles in it. In the roof line, nowhere. Thankfully it hit the grass.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you think? What about up here? We go with the plan we originally set at the shop, or you want to do something different?
Seems solid, yeah.
Huh?
Seems solid, yeah.
Yep.
Bring her up and over.
So is there enough room for us to fish a strap under here, or are we going to have to? Yep, I can get my toe under it. Might be a little tough right here, but we ought to be able to seesaw it through here. So let's get a blue strap, a couple of blue straps, or red. Red will work too. 8 footers ought to be plenty, I would think. Not dealing with any weight here. All right, so our plan is to just try to keep it simple. We're going to spike the rear tires down, use the boom. Going to spike it with the drag winch, boom over and lift the nose and roll it so that we don't damage the landing gear. That is the plan. It just takes a little while to get set up, but we'll get her. By the time we add the chains, the 8-footers ought to be plenty. Check the working load limit for a straight line, for vertical.
13,000.
I don't think an empty trailer is going to be any issue. Do you?
Well, trying to figure out if there's one zip tied out of surface.
No, the zip ties to help fish it through a hole if you got if you're trying to do a tire or something. Now, we can either use the keyhole, which goes off the kingpin, and it's kind of difficult. Well, laying here it's not difficult, but it allows you to lift off the strongest part of it. Or we can do chain here and chain there, or chain here and chain there, just as long as we get underneath it and we can lift it and rotate it at the same time. But we do have a keyhole that goes over the kingpin, and then you can put these, or put chains in the shackles that attach to the keyhole. On this, I would say let's just go easy. Simple. Get the Miller frame hook chains. Probably go, I'd prefer to go back further, but you're going to get a tip load on any of them, and do any of them come back in it? Yeah, right here. This goes back far enough. Either one of these go back far enough, because you want it back here a little bit. Yeah, you can use these because the tip will go all the way in and get a good solid bite. Oh, no, never mind. We're not going that way. We're going down and under. It has to go against that wall. Okay, here, wrap it around this right there. There's no partition between there. So just put the chain through there, make a loop, and go under. Same thing up there, just make a loop. Do what?
Still with your millers?
Doesn't matter. Whatever works. Outrigger coming out behind you. Level. And we are lifted.
Can put glue get out from under the trailer?
Oh, you don't need that big rascal. Those are big, heavy ones. You can use the light blue hooks for these. These 5/8, those things are massive. There, look. 5/8 working load limit, safe working load limit. 1/2 inch is 15,000 pounds. You could do it, if you had a chain long enough, you could do it with one. We're not lifting hardly anything here with an empty trailer. I don't know if that's one of the short ones or not. Don't look like it. Well, I said you can use these. Could. And just tie the straps through the loop in that. Make that a long loop and just put the strap through the loop. Yeah, we've been using the drag winch quite a bit lately, so I guess giving it some love and it's wanting to work for us, which I'm happy about. Okay, a lot of people have commented that they hear an air leak. It's actually just the air suspension dumping whenever I've got the truck lifted. It's to be expected. It's not a air leak that needs to be worried about. It's something that it's supposed to do, that's dumping the airbags. Yeah, I know. Use a wood block or something, maybe. What we're doing here is just tightening or chaining the axle to the frame so that we don't overextend the airbag. Whenever we spike it and pull down on it. Yeah, shoot. For no more than this is, I could probably even use the other end of this chain. baby. There we go. All right, this will be my pull. That'll be the tie for the axle. Get that snugged up. Make sure the angles look good. This one will go to the top side. The blue one will go to the bottom side.
I have to pick up just a little bit so I can get that one hook under there.
Okay.
That's where stop my strap just short.
Okay. Here, just hook it into the white one. I'll use the white one to lift it right now. That way you can get the hook under. And then keep the blue down here low enough. Got it? There we go. Good catch. Always be looking for stuff like that. It's under. If you need a longer strap, get a longer strap. Add to it, just get a short one and run a basket. Run it in a basket. It's not pulled all the way through yet either. It'll get there. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can bring it up. Bring that end up with the back. Got it? Hold on. May do more of a vertical lift rather than a for the initial one. There you go. Now you got all you need. Just take a rim sling if you need to. Is that enough so it won't crush?
About an inch.
Here, take it loose, Oscar. With this in a basket, you're at 10.6. So that little green strap, even though it's a big trailer, that's still gonna be plenty. There you go. That gets your hook and your line away from the trailer. Now, all right, let me get that down because I'll need to be, actually need to be boomed out a little bit, and that rope will have to be over it. There you go. I'm not going to use this much. I shouldn't have to, because I don't want the wire rope crushing on the roof. Typically, you don't want the wire rope touching anything.
Yeah.
But what I can do is, now that I've got most of the front, I can bring it back to me some. Now that we've got that, all right, if you see, I've got the chain, I've got one chain wrapped around the axle, around the frame. That's keeping it from pulling the axle out. And then I've got the other end of the chain through the tire. If this was loaded, we'd do it differently, obviously, but for right here, all I should have to do is run the drag in and let the white out and the blue in at the same time. Now, what am I doing? All I'm doing is going up and in so that I'm getting a straighter line with the catch, because it's right there at the breakover point. I could lift the whole thing and pivot it, which I may still do. I just don't like the rope going over the nose.
Your only contact is that strap on that side.
Okay, then that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I had planned to do, so that's what we're gonna do. Get it back over here so it's kind of lined up where they can get a trailer under or a truck under it without getting it in the grass. I'm going up and in so that it keeps it level, but it's bringing it towards me. Now, boom in and it goes down. We're done. Hold on, watch yourself. There we go. That way all your rigging's down here, easy accessible. Good to go. Wasn't textbook, but it worked. Do what? It's in one piece. It came over nice. Like I said, wasn't textbook, but it worked. We used simple hookups for everything, so it's easy to get undone. Alright, there she is. Like I said, not textbook, but it worked. Oh, empty trailer. High winds or tornado, not sure. But over she went, soft landing it looks like. Nobody injured. All is well. We'll finish putting everything up, write the paperwork, and head on back to the shop. As always, thank you for watching. God bless.